I'm sorry, Mitzi. I have to break my promise.
Yeah? Oh my god. What?
Hope you don't mind creepy posters.
It's your room. You can do what you like with it. But I definitely prefer this to fairies, rainbows, and pink unicorns. Did you make these?
No. My boyfriend made them. Some of them, anyway. So, Miss Ashworth, I happen to have a bottle of wine in my bag. I was going to leave it to Robert, but I forgot all about it.
Robert?
The guy with the rats?
Oh, yes. Of course.
So, shall we have a drink, then? We could get to know each other a bit more. I know, I promise I won't get in the way. And, I mean, you don't have to if you don't feel like it. But since we're gonna live together for a little while, it won't hurt if we talk to each other, will it?
Oh, okay. I think she's terminal, right? She said she only had a few months left.
Are you sure you can drink in your condition?
It won't make me any worse, that's for sure. I'm not on any cancer medication. I feel good. The way I see it, I haven't got much time left, so I might as well make the most of it.
That makes sense, I suppose. We can have a drink if you like.
Great! I'll bring the wine.
Dude, she's totally goth. She had a choker.
It's one of those bottles with a cork. Have you got a bottle opener, Miss Ashworth?
In the
I do!
kitchen. I'll go get it, shall I?
Yes, please. And while you're there, could you get a couple of glasses, too?
Ha, you make the assumption I have glasses in my house. Okay, we're back in time again to before. Oh my god, look at all these posters. You are dead. She reminds me of myself when I was younger. I'm not sure if I can fully trust her, but so far, she seems genuine. Maybe I will give her a chance.
Have you found that corkscrew yet? We also need some wine glasses.
Already. Hey, she changed to something not purely black. Huh. I guess everything should be the same, right? You wanna hear me play the piano, Mitzi? We can afford to turn on the lights now, right? Brighten up our lives a little bit. Things like that begin small, right? I don't want to go out right now. So that's what the corkscrew is for. Huh. There you go. Glasses? Did we ever have glasses? I don't remember seeing that before. Milk?
I need a mug of coffee first.
The kettle? You want to make coffee again? No, we're looking for wine glasses. We're not here to make coffee. Where do I get wine glasses? But can I make the coffee though, out of curiosity? Well, that's cool. But not what I'm here for. That was fast. Okay. If I were wine glasses, where would I hide? Yeah. One for me, one for Mitzi. They're still pretty clean after all these years. Maybe the last time I used them was with Eric.
Have you found that corkscrew yet? We also need some wine glasses.
Oh, I do have them.
Have you found that cork? We also need...
Yep.
There you go. Let's get that bottle open.
Yeah. But we'll need glasses too. See if you can find some.
I got you.
I found some wine glasses.
In my own home.
All right. That's all we need. Oh, and Miss Ashworth, I really must say this before we start.
Yeah?
I promise I won't cut your throat when you're asleep.
Thanks.
Very funny, Mitzi.
Oh, no, I mean it.
That's fine. But just so you know, I always sleep with my eyes open.
Hey, they got a good thing going on here. And just call me Susan, okay? You don't gotta call me Miss Ashworth. Start with the broad subject, the weather. That's always a safe one.
Oh, it's not raining anymore.
Oh well, I don't mind rain. Sometimes I even like it. But according to weather forecast, there's a nasty fog coming. Now that I'm actually scared of. I got lost in a fog once, when I was just 9 or 10. I remember I sat under a tree crying, thinking some monster would appear right in front of me and drag me away.
But now that you're a big girl, you know there are no monsters.
Yeah? How do you know?
The only monsters are us. Murderers, rapists, arsonists. They're the real beasts. So far from humanity, they're no longer capable of feeling compassion or guilt. They're the ones we should really be afraid of. But whether they're lurking in the woods or fog or the darkness of our cellars, it's all irrelevant. You can't predict what happens. You can't do anything to stop it. There is only one way. You turn into a beast yourself, and like them, you show no mercy.
Whoa! Where did that come from, Miss Ashworth?
I just don't like murderers. They're nothing but parasites. How are you planning to find this guy?
I don't know yet. A bit of detective work, perhaps. It shouldn't be that hard, really. There are only 8 apartments here. One is yours. That leaves us with 7. I was hoping that you could give me a hand, actually. You know some of your neighbors, don't you?
Not many. I never really cared about them. They changed over the years, too. You probably also figured by now that this is not the sort of place where new neighbors are greeted with a freshly baked cake. You see a new face, you give them a blank stare as you pass them in the hall, and you forget about them a minute later.
That bad, eh?
Well, there's that bald guy who lives above me in flat 5. He came here recently to shout in my face. He's a nasty piece of work, but I really don't think he's the person you're looking for.
What does he do for a living?
I think he's a train driver.
I can't imagine somehow that my guy would be a train driver. Okay, that's good. Leaves us with just 6. Anyone else you know?
I'd have to think.
You know, maybe not tonight. Let's just talk about something else, okay? I have plenty of time. There's no need to rush this. Maybe tomorrow we could sit down together and make a plan. I could draw a simple map of the building, and with your help, mark down who lives where.
Sounds good to me, Mitzi.
She just sort of assumed that I have all the time in the world to help her. Well, she would be exactly right. So, do we have to do this secretly? We can't just knock on people's doors and be like, "Hi, I'm looking for this horrible man." No? Okay, we're like detectives here. Alright.
So, the big C. Want to talk about it?
Well, to be honest, I didn't really want to tell you about it like that. I put you in a very difficult position, I know. It's just that I was really desperate to get this room. I hope you can understand. This is the last and most important thing I must do before my time is up.
It's fine. You seem alright. It's just... I find it hard to trust people these days. Maybe it's time I opened my eyes to see others have problems too. Some, like yourself, even bigger than mine. What kind of cancer is it? Do you mind me asking?
Brain tumor. Her name is glioblastoma.
Her.
Yep, they're all girls, the way I imagine it. Just look at their names. Lymphoma, melanoma, myeloma, leukemia, sarcoma. Each of them a fucking goddess of death. Beautiful and ruthless.
You might just be right about that, Mitzi. I used to be a nurse. I know a few things about cancer. And I know glioblastoma. She's a real bitch.
Yeah, and yet she gets to be the prom queen before night ends, while I disappear down the back exit.
How long?
They said I had a year. But that was 6 months ago, so... yeah. Not awfully long.
Is there anything...
They've tried.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. So am I. Do you want to talk about something else?
She doesn't have that much time left, but she's choosing to spend it with a stranger over her own family. I wonder if her family even knows. Her mom. Her boyfriend.
You mentioned a boyfriend. Tell me something about him.
Yeah, okay. Let's talk about him. His name is Jack. He's dead.
Oh.
Oh.
Miss Ashworth, are you sure you want to listen about my miserable life? I don't want to bring you down. These aren't happy stories.
And I'm not a happy stories kind of person. I'm sure you've noticed by now.
I guess so. Anyway, I suppose I would have had to tell you about Jack sooner or later. After all, he is the main reason I'm here. I just don't know where to start.
We can start with the big one. We'll save it for last.
Tell me how you two met.
Oh, we knew each other for forever. We grew up on the same street. It's funny how we seem to be made for each other. Perfect match. I always knew he was the guy for me, and I'm sure he never doubted that either. Jack was absolutely crazy about me. We thought one day we would marry, have children, be happy. I never had many friends because I had Jack. I didn't need anybody else. You know, if there's one thing I'm really grateful for in my life, it's that I got to experience this pure, perfect love. Some people go through a lifetime without knowing how it feels. I guess I've been very lucky. But all luck runs out sometimes.
Hey man, my husband's not here anymore either. I don't know what happened to him, but he's not here.
Jack made those pictures on your wall. Was he an artist?
He always liked all kinds of morbid stuff, whether it was music, movies, paintings. So do I, really. We had that in common, amongst other things. People say it's depressing to listen to sad songs or watch sad films, but I never felt that way.
And yet, you are scared of fog?
Oh, that's different. I might be scared of fog, but I like spiders. They're beautiful.
You must be out of your mind, Mitzi.
No, honestly, there's a certain indescribable beauty in sadness. Just like there's beauty in the grey and ugly winter morning when you look past the obvious and notice what others can't see.
You must love my apartment then. It's like Ugly took a vacation here and never went home again. How did he take the news about your cancer?
He thought I was joking at first. He laughed. Then he got really angry. I swore to him I was serious, but he still wouldn't believe me. We had a big fight that night. It was our first and only fight. But it was awful. He smashed some stuff. His guitar, of all things, was the worst. He loved that guitar. Why did he break it? He was absolutely furious.
Not with you, though.
He walked out on me that night, and when he came back the next day, he was different. Begged me to try surgery and chemotherapy. I didn't really want those things, but I did the chemo for him. It didn't help. It just made me feel sick all the time. I felt trapped in this strange place where nothing that happened around me seemed real. Maybe that's why I didn't see what my cancer was doing to Jack, and it was destroying him as well. He changed. He became obsessed with death. It seemed death was all he ever thought about, even though it was me, not him, who was supposed to die.
Oh, please don't tell me he committed suicide.
How did he die? How did Jack die?
It was so distant the last few weeks before he died. What I didn't know was that he kept looking for something. I don't think he even knew what exactly, but it eventually found him. Or rather, he found him. There are those forums online, you know, about all sorts of stuff. Fishing, computer games, horses, gambling, addictions, everything really. Accidentally, Jack stumbled upon one about suicide. There's a guy there, calls himself the Eye of Adam. He's a fucking god on that forum. It's like a failed suicide club. People mostly try to help each other and offer support. Sometimes it just helps to know there are others like you, to listen to their stories and how they cope with their lives. But the Eye of Adam is an advocate of death. He dwells on human weakness. His job is to plant an idea, to give them a reason to die and tell them how to do it, once and for good. Jack took the bait. Before he knew, he was completely brainwashed. One day he sat down with me and tried to explain his perfect solution. It was the Romeo and Juliet kind of scenario. We were both to die together in each other's arms. It was supposed to be a quick and foolproof death. There was no chance we would have been saved, all thanks to the Eye of Adam, who created a tool for perfect suicide. He told me it was very simple. All we needed were 2 easily accessible household chemicals, which combined together create a gas called hydrogen sulfide that kills you within a couple of minutes. I told him he was fucking nuts, of course, but he just wouldn't give up. He reasoned with me, and he begged, and eventually just kept screaming at me. I figured it was his crazy idea of a modern romance, but it was downright tacky and just wrong. Finally, he said he would get everything ready and wait for me in our special place at dawn, 5 in the morning. Don't be late. Those were his last words he said to me. Then he stormed out. I cried for hours, thinking I didn't deserve all that from the person I loved most in the whole world. A few times I even tried to persuade myself that maybe he was right and I should do it. I just couldn't. I eventually fell asleep. I didn't plan it. My head was killing me. I was so tired. I woke up suddenly. I could see the sun rising out my window. It was nearly 5. In utter panic, I threw myself off the bed and ran out the door. I needed to stop him. I needed to get there before it was too late. But right there in my bedroom, before I even left, I already knew it was. When I arrived at our special place, it was already bright. We used to go there in the past, drink wine, sometimes smoke weed and listen to Pink Floyd, sometimes make love in Jack's car. There wasn't really anything special about that old parking lot. But else there was. It was completely abandoned. It was quiet. It was safe. After that day, I've never gone there again.
If Jack committed suicide, then I can understand why she felt like she had to save me. She can't bear to see someone go like that again. Poisonous and inflammable gas inside.
I'm so sorry. I think now I understand. He loved you so much, he couldn't bear the thought of living without you. And that guy, the Eye of Adam. I'm not surprised you want to find him. I know I would. I'm not sure if I should believe that you only want to talk to him. But hey, that's none of my business. I wouldn't know what I'd do if this happened to me.
Good to know, but I really just want to talk. I want to face Jack's killer and tell him what he's done to me. You know, the funny part is that he actually told me where he lives. He wants to meet me. Would you believe that?
How come?
Well, this kind of thing he does is called trolling on the internet. It's usually a form of extreme bullying and psychological cruelty. Those who are clever enough say, don't feed the troll, don't talk to them. It only makes it worse if you show any interest in them at all. And Eye of Adam is no exception. He craves attention. He's a hungry troll who wants to devour as many hearts as he can get a hold of. I emailed him and told him I was a massive fan who loves his work. He wouldn't believe me at first. But trolls are always hungry, and I was prepared to serve him a meal fit for a king.
What do you mean?
I fed him so much bullshit that he really believed I'm a suicide preacher just like him.
Great. I wish he'd given you his door number, though.
It's all a part of some sick game he's playing. Sooner or later, I'll find him.
But what do you want to do, though? Really? Just talk?
There were signs on the car windows.
Warning signs, yeah. I found on that forum that the Eye of Adam doesn't want any accidental deaths. So he posted this poster design for people to print. It turns out there's a whole sick ideology behind it. Fumes from the car could hurt anyone who opens the door, and that's not the point. The idea is to die willingly and with clear mind, to prepare for it, to embrace it.
Jesus. You'd think the police would investigate the whole thing. Sounds almost like a sect.
This guy knows how to hide. The police can't be bothered to make an effort. It took me 3 months to track him down. Now I'm finally so close. I can almost smell that fucker.
And yet he calls himself the Eye of Adam. Someone who brings death, calling themselves Adam.
How strong is that gas?
Extremely deadly, it turns out. It kills in minutes. It's that stinky stuff that smells like rotten eggs, you know? At high concentrations, it can knock down an elephant.
What are those two chemical products?
Well, I'm not sure if you want to know that.
I get it. You don't want to tell me because I'm a fucking suicidal maniac. Is that it?
No, Miss Ashworth. No, I didn't mean it like that.
Yeah, you did.
Okay. Maybe to some extent. Just replace maniac with victim and fucking with recovering. You've only just come back from the hospital. Whatever it was that made you do it, you proved you are capable of going through with it. I don't know you long enough to tell you if you're completely over it now. And the last thing I want is to give you stupid ideas. It would be just like what the Eye of Adam does. I would never forgive myself if anything happened to you because of me. I mean, how could I?
Fair enough.
Those who want to die will always find a way to do it.
Kind of
I'd
negative.
really like to believe you, Miss Ashworth. But I will need you to promise me that you will never try this method.
All right. I can promise you that I will never try this method. Or any other method for that matter. Been there, done that. Didn't enjoy it much. Do you believe me now?
Yeah, I think I do. Good. I'm glad you said that, you know.
The promise we made.
The recipe for this deadly cocktail is very simple. Any good housewife can make it in a blast.
Can I see? Teacup? Stairs. Cat grabber. It's what they use for catching cats. I thought these grabbers were banned some time ago. Oh yeah, these guys are like pest control people, right? Or the guy is, and then there's some weird-ass nurse. Like, I don't... Okay. Do I want to grab a cat? Strange noises coming from the other side of this door. Maybe we want to try this way first. There's two of them, though. There is the woman and the man. I'm so scared. The lamp is on. I can't see a switch for it anywhere. It's an old grandfather clock. Looks like it's still working. You can open it. Yeah, like there's gonna be a hidden passage inside. I'll leave it for someone else to discover. I'm in enough trouble already. I can't leave. This is not my apartment! This is that weird-ass house! Glass on one side of the window is broken, so this is where the draft is coming through. Inside, I can see my kidnapper fast asleep in the chair. Oh, so in the beginning, that guy was dragging me! Search back of van. I'm almost glad I was unconscious when he brought me here. Through the window, I can see there is animal mess and blood everywhere. But the back door is locked. I wonder if I can find a spare key somewhere. It's locked. The door is locked, but I can see he left a phone on the driver's seat. Maybe I could call for help if I got a hold of it somehow? Frickin' cat grabber that thing. Okay. What can I use a cat grabber for anyway? Grabbing cats? Why don't I just leave? Part of the wall is badly damaged. He had probably driven his van into it once. Damaged as it is, I can't quite pull up the bricks with just my fingers. Cat grabber! God damn it. We can't leave, can I? Oh. Goodbye. Oh, there's too much fog. Mitzi said there was weather forecast for fog. No, we can't leave. It's almost kind of mystical how we were just looping there. Did we look at the lamp? The lamp is on. I can't see a switch for it anywhere. There's gotta be some weapons here. Empty wine bottles. They like a drink. There's nothing like a bottle of red with your medium rare cat steak. Ah, no! No, is that what these people do? This is where she cooks. Dirty pans still stink of an old cat stew. They're all terribly blunt. Could hardly function as a weapon. Damn. Still taking it. It's the sharpest knife I could find there, but it's still terribly blunt. It wouldn't make a good weapon at all. Stop! Slimy. I don't think she washes up very often. I saw my kidnapper in the window, so is she in the room next door? There's blood smeared all over it. The door is stuck, but maybe that's better. Not sure I want to know what's inside. Ooh. I'm scared. Filthy remains of many meals litter the dining table. There's a strong stench of rotten food. A small painting of a street stall at night. Okay. I can get under the table. That's kinda... I need to hide sometime, don't I? That's gonna be... It's gonna be great.
Well, well. Boxes full of bleach. I suppose I deserve a bottle. I've worked hard for it. This reminds me of something.
The first thing you need is a strong toilet bleach. You know the kind.
One of the two chemicals.
Not just a regular bleach, but one that makes your eyes all watery and skin itchy.
What's going on? Something is wrong, Mitzi. The cats are alarming.
That's exactly like when I found you, Miss Ashworth.
We've got to check what's going on.
Oh, I'm really sorry, but there is no way I'm going out in this fog.
Fine. I'll go on my own then.
Oh, that's how I got captured. Because the guy's taking the cats. Come on, Mitzi. Where am I? This is 3. Am I 4? I guess so. Go up? The noise is coming from outside. I should get down there and investigate. So it's gotta be first floor or ground floor. Ground floor then, probably. For a second, I saw the stuff from the house in my inventory. Nope. It's a communal mailbox. It holds all tenants' mail in separately locked compartments. No mail for Susan Ashworth. Surprise, surprise. All other compartments are locked. What, yours isn't? Okay, we're gonna get kidnapped here. Just so we're prepared. Okay.
Bloody fog. Can't see a thing. Someone could be getting murdered 2 feet away, and not a soul would notice. But still, it could be worse. At least it's not raining, eh? Always look on the bright side, they say, and I always do. Not a talkative type, are you? What's your name, sweetheart?
He's not even wearing a mask and his voice sounds like garbage. I hate this guy's voice, by the way. Oh my god, you can hear the saliva and everything.
Don't be such a scaredy cat, sweetheart. You're Susan, aren't you? A kind man had described to me what you look like. And what can I say? It was spot on.
What do you want?
I'm just here on a job, sweetheart. Nothing more. I had a call, you see. There's a cat problem. And apparently, some crazy cat lady keeps making it worse for everyone.
My goddamn neighbor.
A crazy cat lady called Susan, I was told. Now, you ain't gonna like it, sweetheart, but I'm taking you for a ride.
What? Was that guy really pest control? Like, that guy, my neighbor was pissed off about the cats, but I don't think he wanted me killed. There must be at least 20 bottles of bleach in the box. Wow. It was probably a nice tea towel once, a long time ago. Now it's just a dirty piece of rag. They're like professional pest control people.